た季節は何も言わず通り過ぎた雨はこの街に降り注ぐ少しのリグレットと罪を包み込んで泣かないことを誓ったまま時は過ぎ痛む心に気がつかずに僕は一人になった記憶の中でずっと二人は生きてゆける君の声が今も胸に響くよそれは愛がさまよう限り君は少し泣いたあの時見えなかった
Do you have your answer for me?
We want to ask something first. You're asking us to fight an entire planet. How exactly do you expect us to do that? You must have something up your sleeve, or else you wouldn't put us up to it.
The great astral spirit is an immense being, but its actual will does not run throughout its entire body. Rather, its will is derived from the core, which supports the rest of the body, and is where its strength is most densely concentrated. Therefore, if you destroy the core, the Great Spirit shall become unable to maintain sentience and return to being ordinary astral energy.
And how are we supposed to destroy that core?
By using the Renus Alma. You will also need the assistance of both the Sovereign and the Maiden. They are our best tools for suppressing and controlling astral energy. Using their powers, the Maiden shall seal the great astral spirit within her body, and the Sovereign shall wield the power of the Renus Alma to destroy it.
Hold on. That sounds a lot like what Shion described before.
Yeah, killing herself to take out the thorns with her.
She was actually right all along.
By my calculations, your powers combined should be sufficient to destroy the great astral spirit and disperse its energy widely enough to make it difficult to reform.
What will happen to the Maiden once we manage to beat the great astral spirit?
Any matter contained within the field of destruction shall be erased.
So it really will kill me.
This method is the most simple one available to destroy the Great Spirit, and is therefore our most reliable option.
What are our other options?
There is little reason to consider alternative courses of action when the most optimal among them is so clear.
You don't get it. I promised Shion that she wouldn't die, that we'd save the world without needing to sacrifice her. We didn't fight this whole time just to give up on her at the very end. If there's any other way to take out the Great Spirit, I want to hear it.
This plan shall lead to the fewest losses in preserving your world. Abandoning it is irrational.
That's...
It is vital that you proceed with this plan. A part of Rena's great astral spirit already resides within her. 300 years ago, the Great Spirit descended upon Lenegis in an attempt to assume direct control of the spirit channeling ceremony. We have reason to believe the Great Spirit left part of itself behind, and that it now resides in the Maiden.
Which would make Alphen's earlier hypothesis correct.
That part inside the Maiden belongs to the core, and can be used by the great astral spirit to revive itself. So long as it remains, it will be all but impossible to fully eradicate the great spirit. That is why it is necessary for it to be vanquished only once it is whole. Without the Maiden's direct control over the great spirit, attacking it is futile and will only serve to strengthen it.
No.
Wait. Naori said that the Renis Alma can suppress the self-realization of astral energy, and that the thorns can be neutralized by placing them in it. If so, can't the same also be done to the Great Spirit, seeing as the thorns are simply part of it?
Well, can it?
It is true that the Renis Alma is capable of what you suggest, and could contain the great astral spirit.
Yes!
However, doing so requires fine control on the level of the spirit channeling ceremony, considering that the Renis Alma was previously lost when that ceremony failed. I cannot allow it. Its uncertainty is simply too great.
What does that mean for us if you won't allow it?
Your starship will not be restored, and you will all be unable to leave here.
Why you?
Fine then. I'd rather stay here and rot than do it your way.
Alphen?
Whatever we do, if we mess up, Dana's screwed. The Great Spirit will destroy it. If you're fine letting that happen, and we have nothing to gain either way, then I'd rather do nothing. We want to stop Dana from getting destroyed. We want to save it. But not if it means having to sacrifice one of us in the process. If all you're gonna do is sit back and watch us where it's safe, then quit ordering us around and shut up!
Alphen.
What you say is irrational. Be that as it may, I shall accede to your demand.
You'll agree?
I am an observer. The Sovereign, Maiden, and Renis Alma are my species' greatest achievement. I wish to see how well they work against the Great Spirit in light of our demise by its hands.
But what are we supposed to do about the Renis Alma? One of your buddies ran off with it back on Lenegis.
It is likely that the Renis Alma is with the Great Spirit, functioning as a catalyst for it to receive Dana's astral energy.
So our only option to retrieve it is to head straight for the Great Spirit and take it back?
According to my observations, the astral energy is most densely concentrated in the center of Rena, where the Great Spirit's core is located.
So right in the middle of that giant flower, then.
I have one more question. You've said that Rena's great astral spirit is already integrated with the planet. What will happen to Rena once it vanishes?
Without the will of the Great Spirit, Rena is predicted to collapse. Even in such a scenario, the energy will disperse, and the Great Spirit will likely not reform.
So you're saying that even if we manage to beat the Great Spirit without destroying it, we'll still be in danger?
Likely, the collapse will occur in stages. It is recommended that you all escape before the final stage.
Man, I wish that thing would tell it to us straight for once.
Hevrek 35 and the others have gotten used to hypothesizing from afar, is all. Fix our starship. We're going to Rena.
Excellent.
But I want to make one thing clear. We're doing this for ourselves, to protect what matters to us. We're not doing it for your sake, or because you told us to. Remember that.
It matters little to me. The end result shall be the same. Repair work on your starship has commenced. You'll have to wait until it's finished.
Man, is it too much to ask for Hevrek 35 to talk like a normal person? I swear I can feel my brain starting to fry after listening to all that complicated stuff.
Don't worry. I think we're mostly done with him. Now all we have to do is rest up and wait. Once the Fall Knights is good to go again, we'll be taking off for Rena right away. Is the Renis Alma really our only hope against the Great Spirit? There has to be another way, right?
Shion's Fire Master Core was able to suppress astral energy to prevent it from gaining sentience, right? Couldn't we make use of that somehow?
I'm not sure. In small doses, maybe. But with the amount of energy we're talking about here.
Back in Calaglia, the Blazing Sword was able to take in a whole spirit vessel's worth of energy. If it has the capacity to manage that, it can do this, right?
Except after it absorbed the energy, it ended up releasing it all moments later, remember? Let's not forget, it nearly killed you. Besides, this is the Great Spirit we're talking about, not a paltry vessel. Even if I could use the Master Core, your body wouldn't be able to take the strain of channeling that much energy.
Evrecht 35 didn't mention it, and it did not seem the type to skimp on details, so assuming it's even possible, the chances are slim to none.
You're probably right.
You still thinking about what the scientists told us? About where Renans really come from?
I am, but not for myself.
You're worried about the future of the Renan people.
The fact that our people have been the same this whole time will only give the Danans further reason to resent us.
But you still intend to confront this truth head-on, don't you?
Well, I did declare that I would live my life for the living, and not the dead. Even as I dream of retirement, I shall remain dedicated to the cause.
I'm sure you'll do great.
Now that I think about it, I don't believe I've ever heard you criticize or reproach us Renans even once.
I'm no saint. I have skeletons in my closet too. There was definitely a time when I hated Renans for who they were. I hated them just for being Renan. But you changed that, Dohalim. You gave me an opportunity to see them in a different light. Thanks to your reforms, we were able to stand next to Renans not as slaves, but as equals for the first time in our lives. Of course, I'm sure there were some Renans who still hated us on the inside. But we knew that not all of you were like that. There were those of you who were good, and that was a start. When it comes down to it, Renans are just people. They can be good or bad, just like Danans.
That is, in essence, the heart of your approach, isn't it? That we're all people.
Yeah, it is. When you can pull someone aside and talk to them one-on-one, then you have the chance to come to an understanding. But as soon as you stereotype, that chance goes away, and you stop thinking of them as people that you can relate to.
I understand what you're saying, but we're talking about massive numbers of Renans and Danans alike. Realistically speaking, surely they won't all be able to get along.
Even if we end up butting heads with one person, maybe we'll find better luck among their friends. If we can build a society that works like that, that'll be something worth nurturing and protecting.
So you wish for people to form real bonds and do away with the hierarchy outright? To deal with one another as humans, and nothing more? That's the ideal future you hope to see when this is all over?
Yes, I do. I think it would make for a fine tribute to my brother's legacy. Though, that said, I would be doing it for the people of the future first and foremost. Do you still plan to return to Lenegis when this is over?
Indeed I do. I don't know whether I'll be able to reside in Lenegis proper, however. My first order of business may be to find somewhere to live.
You'll always have a home in Menancia, you know.
As I shall ever keep in mind.
Well, If you ever need a helping hand, don't hesitate to come get me. I'll always be there for you, Doe.
Did you just... Never mind. Thank you, Kisara. I appreciate your patience as I work all this out.
Don't even mention it. And really, when you think about it, now that we know the two of us aren't so different after all, don't you think that brings down a barrier that used to be between us?
You know, I hadn't actually thought of it that way before. But I do like the sound of it.
Yeah, I think I do too.
Hey, why'd you call me here? Was there something you wanted to talk about?
Well, if everything we've heard about the Great Spirit is true, then we're getting close to our final battle. So I wanted to apologize while I can.
Apologize? For what?
I was being real stupid before, about whether Dana's will had been controlling us and all that. I get why you're angry now. Anybody would be if something they trusted was being questioned. So, I'm sorry, Rinwell. Really. I should have kept my mouth shut.
No, Law. Honestly, I think you might have been onto something. Of course you were worried. Who wouldn't be if they found out there might be some invisible force pulling our strings this whole time?
But you really trust Dana's will, don't you? Is it because you can sense it a lot more than the rest of us? Because you can understand it?
Yeah, I think that might be part of it. But I also want to believe it's good.
Believe?
Remember how I used to really resent coming from a family of mages?
Yeah, of course. Because you were always on the run and had to live in hiding.
When we rescued Zephyr and I finally decided to come along with you all, something changed inside me. It was the first time I felt like my powers had any meaning, even if that meaning was only helping you guys fight. Then, when I felt Dana's will, I was overwhelmed by how vast and warm it was. It made me want to believe my powers were made to connect with it. It made me believe I had a bigger purpose.
So that's why you hope it doesn't turn out to be bad. You almost need it to be kind.
Yeah.
Well, alright. Then I promise I'll lay off bad-mouthing it.
You will?
There's no way for me to know for sure one way or the other, right? But you trust it, Rinwell, and that's enough for me. So I'll trust it because you do.
Remember what I said about neither planet's great spirit reaching us here?
Yeah?
That's not quite true. I can feel just a little bit of Rena's inside you and everyone else.
You... what?
I sensed it when we first got here. It's a really small amount, so it doesn't feel like it has a will of its own. But I think that's how Dana's energy probably is too.
So you're saying there's a little bit of Dana's will inside each of us? In a way, doesn't that mean we're all Dana's will?
What?
Well, like you said, unless Dana's energy comes together, it has no will. So if we all have a little bit of Dana's astral energy inside us...
Yeah, maybe...
Heverick 35 might know the answer. But, you know what? I don't need to ask it. My will is my own. I fight for who I want to fight for. That's who I am now. Who I've become. So thanks, Rinwell, for sharing that with me.
Ah.
To be honest, the only reason I was suspicious of Dana's will, well, I mean, it mostly was... I feel like you and I had grown apart lately, and I was worried it was because...
Huh?
Never mind. Nothing. Just forget about it.
No, what were you saying?
Saying? I don't remember
Come
saying
on.
anything.
Now you won't tell me what you were
No,
thinking?
that's not what I'm saying.
Then spit it out already.
You sure you don't want to get some rest?
I can't. I've got too much on my mind. Especially knowing how close our last battle is. How are you doing, Shion?
Same as you, still trying to absorb everything.
Remember when it was so simple? We were only fighting all the lords on Dana? All of that feels like a lifetime ago, doesn't it?
Ages and ages ago. Everything that's happened since we first met. So many fights, so much chaos, so many wonderful people.
If I hadn't run into you that day, well, I wouldn't have met all of you. I never would have held the blazing sword or looked for something more. I wouldn't have my memories back. I'd still be a faceless slave, like as not long dead.
Hey, Alphen. I want you to promise me something.
Yeah?
If we can't find the Renis Alma, there's something I want you to do. Like Hevrecht 35 said, the only way we can end the Great Spirit for good is to go after both the main body in Rena and the thorns in me. I need you to promise me, Alphen, that if for some reason we can't get the Renis Alma back, you'll use the blazing sword to destroy the Great Spirit, and me along with it.
Huh?
It's true the blazing sword may not have the strength of the Renis Alma. But it's taken us this far. It's slain lords and beasts. At the very least, it has to be worth a try.
You can't be serious. Have you forgotten everything
Listen,
that we've...
the Great Spirit isn't just our problem. It's a threat to our entire world. Renans and Danans alike. We don't know what's going to happen when we face it, but we need to be prepared for anything. We can't second-guess ourselves when the time comes. I promise you, I'm not planning on going anywhere. I'm prepared to fight with absolutely everything I've got. But if it comes down to it, I need you to be prepared too.
Okay. But you should know that I'm not going to give up on you, Shion. I'm going to fight this until the very end. I hope you can forgive me for that.
Alphen. Okay, I understand. And I'll forgive you.
Thank you, Shion.
So it's a promise then?
Yeah, it's a promise.
I remember how I felt the first time you touched me. My thorns made any contact a mistake no one would ever make twice. After they'd seen what could happen, fear would always linger behind their eyes. In my entire life, I never had someone willingly reach out to me. But when you reached out to me and gently took my hand, you didn't react at all. It was so easy for you. I don't have words for the shock I felt in that moment.
That's because I couldn't feel pain back then.
Even once you could, though, you still chose to keep reaching out to me. And when you did, I felt this warmth that I had never known before. But still, I hate having to see you suffer through it every time you do.
You won't have to worry about that for much longer.
You think so?
I do, because Shion,
No. You can tell me once my thorns are gone. Okay?
Yeah. Okay. Everybody get enough rest? We ready for this?
Yeah, we should probably get moving.
Agreed. Can't stand around waiting all day.
Our task is relatively straightforward. We need only descend down to Rena, defeat the Great Spirit, and restore stability to both worlds.
We're fighting for a new future for both Dana and Rena.
Right. We've come this far. We will save our worlds. That's a promise.
Then let's go, everybody. We've got one last wall to tear down.
Repairs on your starship are complete. Everything is in working order.
Is that you, Hevrek 35? You can see us from where you are?
I can. I can see anywhere within the bounds of Dake Faisal.
Sounds like someone's a peeping Tom.
Maybe we should give Hevrect 35 a break. It has been stuck in this tiny facility for a very, very long time.
I have unlocked all functions on your starship. You can now make use of its warp drive.
Warp drive? Wait, you mean like what the Red Women used on us? What brought us here?
It's possible that the Red Women may have found a way to activate it on the starship. They are Helganquil, after all.
Using the warp drive, you should be able to breach Rena's atmosphere without being detected.
Wait, should?
You'll need to be careful. Due to the force field surrounding Rena, the ship will be unable to go any further than the surface of the planet.
So, once we reach the shell, it appears we'll have to infiltrate the core by foot. Understood.
We gotta go all the way down just walking?
Will all the Helganquil go back to normal once we defeat the Great Spirit? I have a strange feeling we're going to have to fight them before this is all over.
The extinction of my people is inevitable at this stage. As such, it would be illogical to risk the success of the mission in a vain attempt to save my kind.
We understand.
Can't that thing lighten up a bit? Everything it says seems to be about what's illogical.
Well, come on, Doe.
Hold up, did you just...
You heard the lady. Get going.
I have one last question.
What?
As Sovereign, your identification number indicates that you are well past your predicted life expectancy. Similarly, the Maiden lacks any identification number, as her function should have been rendered unnecessary. Despite this, the two of you continue to exist. Why?
We exist because others have entrusted this to us. Over the years, many people have come together and sworn to see this through to the end.
You mean it is because of multiple chance interactions? The likelihood of such events is statistically improbable. Why have you two continued to persist under these conditions?
It's hard to explain. To be honest, I don't think it's something an observer could understand. All right, time to get back on the Fall Knights.
It would appear that our Helganquil host really has fulfilled its end of the bargain.
You know what that means. Time to go to Rena.
I guess this means we should give that warp drive a spin.
There's nothing here. This weird ocean we're surrounded by just stretches out everywhere. Is this really where the Helganquil come from?
I don't sense even a trace of astral energy. This world is dead.
Then this must be the Hollowing.
You mean to tell me this whole world, the entire ocean is that stuff?
And it's covering everything. The entire planet.
This is what the Great Spirit does. After it depleted this planet of every last speck of astral energy, it went after Dana.
So arresting. This world of doom.
Back in its day, Rena was probably just as vibrant as Dana is. But after being robbed of its astral energy for so long, those days are gone and past. This is all that will remain.
So the Great Spirit took everything. It stole energy not just from living beings, but the land, the sea, everything.
And it bound the Helganquil in servitude, until their whole world was nothing but this. And by the looks of it, that's how it remains to this day. A world of death and emptiness.
With nothing left here to consume, the Great Spirit turned its sights on Dana, looking for another host.
You're saying if we don't stop it, this is what Dana's going to look like?
We can be sure that even these few remaining remnants of Renan life will not be spared in the end.
If the oblivion and darkness both Shion and Naori saw comes to pass, nothing will survive. It looks like we can climb down from there. Let's take a look.
So this is Rena. This is where everything began. Yet it's a dead world?
I won't let Dana suffer the same fate, ever.
A hollowed ocean as far as the eye can see. What do you think would happen if we fell in?
What do you mean, what would happen? You'd drown, wouldn't you?
Come to think of it, I don't believe I've heard of someone ever trying. Perhaps you'd like the glory of being the first?
Nah, I'll pass.
This is essentially a world-sized Renan graveyard. Are you proposing to disturb the dead slumber just to satisfy your curiosity, Law?
No, because I said I passed.
Taking an interest is understandable, but let's not forget where we are. This place deserves our respect.
Looks like we're not going to be hearing the end of this one for a while.
You'd think I was already snorkeling in it or something. So the idea is to seal the Great Spirit inside the Renis Alma using the Sovereign and Maiden's power. But just how do we do that exactly?
I'm guessing it won't be as easy as holding a spirit channeling ceremony at our leisure.
I already had wielded astral energy once 3 centuries ago. As for suppressing her thorns, Shion's had a lifetime's experience. The problem isn't just our enemy's strength. It's that it's sentient, too. And you can bet anything you like it's not going to just sit back and let us destroy it.
In other words, we need to find some way to weaken it in advance. The Great Spirit, that is.
Back when Shion's thorns flew out of control, we were able to deal with them directly. If this is their host, they should be even more corporeal here.
If that's the case, it should make them easier to attack at least. And if we can manage to divert enough energy away from the spirit's core, even temporarily,
We might just be able to weaken it enough to steal the Renis Alma, which we can then use to seal it away forever. It won't be easy, but it's our only shot. Time to buckle up. Question for you. Let's say, knock on wood, everything turns out for the best.
What'll the world be like? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah, I mean, at the end of this, do you really think everything will be that different?
A lot will have to change, that's for sure. The world will have to adjust to so much. My only worry is if those changes turn out to be merely skin deep.
what do you mean?
It's well and good putting an end to Renin rule. But if it just turns the tables, it's all for naught.
That's true. Just as bad if the Danans started pressing their own.
Renins, Danans, astral art users, mages. The world is full of labels used to divide and separate people.
If only we could see differences like that for what they are. No different to someone having a musical talent or being good with their hands. Not differences so much as characteristics.
It will take someone in power to set an example. But with time, people will follow. And then, perhaps one day,
There will no longer be any need for the example. It will have become second nature.
That's where we come in. We can set the example. Imagine it. A world where magic and astral arts are used to help people. Where that's the norm rather than the exception.
Yeah, you're right, Rinwell. Why wait for somebody else? We can show them ourselves.
Looks like we've walked into that pit of astral energy.
Helganquil!
Guess they don't need their Red Woman disguises anymore.
Wait, can you understand us?
It's no use. We're not going to get through to them.
So they really are being controlled. In that case, we've got no choice.
I knew there was something off here!
they're not pulling punches. We have no choice but to beat them at their own game.
Lunar corruption! By the power of
Here I
water!
come! Try harder! Nightmare!
Begin! Descend from the wind!
Run on your knees! Shockwave strike!
The enemy wields arts too.
You'll soon see about that.
Struck! Shockwave! Shockwave strike! On your knees! Lightning throw! Lightning throw! Here I come! Lightning flash!
I'm all stopped
I owe you one. Shockwave flash!
Annihilation! Here!
Now!
Blow them away!
Fire's
My turn! I'm ready! Shut down!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
There you go, Elton.
It's time to end this battle!
I'm right beside you.
Fearing Gale!
Mega Ray!
Fire! Astral energy!
Say no more! I'm ready!
Kisara frozen!
Hammer!
Alphen,
I can't forgive them for what they've done, but I hate killing them. They don't even know why they're fighting. How does that even make them any different from the Dahnan slaves?
Perhaps. However, if we don't make a choice, the guilt of not doing anything will be that much worse.
Yeah, I know. I hate for it to be like this. But if it happens again, you won't find me hesitating to act.
I wonder if we're going to get attacked again.
If we lose heart now, this whole mission is over.
I wonder what Helganquil civilization was like at its zenith.
I can imagine that'd be something you'd take an interest in.
There's no question it must have been advanced, like none either world has ever seen. We could surely stand to learn a thing or two from such a people.
I get that you're itching to delve into its history, but we've got bigger fish to fry right now.
Put a pin in it, and you can do all the research you want when you retire.
I can think of worse things than a retirement dedicated to research. As for whether Rena is amenable to an aging specimen...
It's a little early to be giving it serious thought just yet.
A man can dream, though. A man can dream.
Oh, we didn't say there's anything wrong with dreaming.
In your case, Dohalim, dreams have a habit of spiraling into something else.
You'll need to stay with us for now, though. You're too helpful to let retire.
Why do I feel this is less of a compliment and more of an ultimatum?
Just a friendly suggestion.
Hey! Hey, I just realized something!
Is this about dinner last night? I didn't realize those ingredients were off.
What? No! I mean, wait, you fed us rotten food?
Rinwell, the point.
Oh, yeah, right. So I was thinking about those armored soldiers we've seen. There are regular Renans inside them, right?
Yeah, they're designed to make whoever's wearing them stronger. At least, I think that's the idea.
Right. So it kind of begs the question then, why are they made so huge?
I don't know, makes them more intimidating, I guess? Or maybe all that tech wizardry inside takes up a lot of space.
You don't think it's weird how the armored soldiers are the exact same height as the Helganquil?
Can't say I'd ever noticed it till now. And?
Connect the dots, Law!
Okay, let me get this straight. You think the armored suits might have originally been designed to allow Renans to work alongside the Helganquil?
Huh. But if that's true, what would that mean?
It would mean... just that, I guess. But still, don't you think it's kind of interesting?
Not hugely. Hey, Kisara, while I've got you, what's on tonight's menu? Because I was thinking, maybe meat?
Get him, Hootle.
What did I do?
Oh, now you want to listen. Keep pecking, Hootle!
Ow, ow, ow! Seriously, what the hell? I thought there'd be more dirt and rocks and stuff underneath the hollowed ocean, but it's all artificial.
I would imagine they're remnants left behind by the Helganquil, seeing as there's little actual land remaining.
It's incredible. Do you think it stretches all the way down to the center of the planet?
Hey, these guys built Lenegus, remember? They probably did this in a weekend.
If they had the power to create things like this, did they really only use those immense capabilities to serve the Great Spirit? Or rather, was that the only use the Great Spirit let them use their capabilities for?
I won't forgive you! Resurrection! Fire's attaching!
Here I come!
This way!
Your reflexes will not serve you well here.
Still! You're mine!
Water! Here's my ball!
Soaring light spear! Searing gale!
I'm ready! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
There you go, Elvin!
It's time to end this battle! Too fast!
Stand back. I'll trip it up.
Soaring light spear!
Mega Ray!
Searing gale!
Now!
Rinwell! Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis!
Now!
Spirits within the soil.
It's over!
Lightning Orb!
I'm not done!
I'm ready!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
This should come in handy when crafting weapons. Is this a dead end?
It appears this whole room functions as an elevator. That apparatus there is likely what's used to control it.
We haven't seen anyone here except Helganquil. Looks like this place really is their home planet.
The true citizens of Rena. What a shame that they have become nothing more than puppets to the Great Spirit. To think of the promise their accomplishments once held. They had the potential to be great indeed.
Do you think we could have got along with them? You know, if we had met under different circumstances. Like
all of us, you mean? I suppose it's difficult to say for sure. We don't even know if they would see us as being on an equal level with them or not.
I think we may have had the chance once, before the Renan Great Spirit came along and changed everything.
You and Alphen both share an optimism. A strong willingness to believe in hope.
Do you think that's foolish?
On the contrary, I should like to take a leaf from your book myself. In tragedy's aftermath, hope is all we have.
Just look at the size of that thing. And Helganquil's technology certainly is impressive. And they don't seem to do things by halves either. In the past 300 years. No, even before that. Just how many people, Renan or Dahnan, do you think have ever seen this?
Regarding the past 3 centuries at least, I'd say there's a good chance that we're the first. Also, while I get that it's impressive and all, I'm just amazed you're still standing around gawping at it at a time like this. Sometimes I wonder about your priorities.
I can understand where he's coming from. More to the point, does anyone know where it leads?
What do you mean where it leads? To the center of the planet, of course.
And that doesn't strike you as sounding just a little bit, oh, I don't know, far? There has to be a quicker way to get there, right?
Yeah. With all this technology at their fingertips, it seems pretty unlikely that they'd make that kind of journey on foot. There must be some kind of device somewhere. Let's see if we can figure out how to use it.
Borrow one of their contraptions? You're either brave or out of your mind.
If it works for them, there's no reason it wouldn't for us. Why make things harder for ourselves?
You know what he's like, Law. Once he gets an idea in his head, there's no talking him out of it.
I wonder how the Renans avoided being mind-controlled like the Helganquil. Do you think it might have something to do with the fact that they were originally Dahnans?
I'd say it's likely. Which is pretty ironic when you think about it.
Ironic?
The Renans have committed grave injustices against the Dahnans. But it was all of their own volition, not because they were being controlled. Now, it turns out they themselves were once Dahnans too.
Which must mean that the root of their evil isn't the Great Spirit, but something inherent in all of us. Our free will.
Now hang on, though. It was that same free will that allowed Xion and Dohalim to choose to fight alongside us. Without it, we wouldn't have been able to beat hatred and forge all those connections we've made. Free will is what saved us, right?
Law's entirely right. In any case, it certainly can't hurt to look on the bright side every now and then.
Yeah. Where there's hope, there's a way.
What'd he say?
He said, without a doubt.
What the? Where did they come from?
Less worry, more action. Concentrate.
Not done yet!
These things really get on my nerves. This one's mine.
The airborne scoundrels.
Sounds like a job for yours truly.
Annihilation!
I'm ready! Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis! You don't mess around.
Look sharp!
Lightning Tiger Blade! More Sucrals?
Keep calm and take them down.
Soaring light spear!
Sharpness!
Death shall not be
Hurricane
forgotten.
thrust!
Hear me!
Searing gale!
Fires of turning
I'm ready! Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Hear me! Kind of
Hurricane thrust! Searing gale!
Victory is within reach.
Dig deep, and we can do this!
Press it further, little one.
That'll bring you down! Fire's attacking! Course display!
No escape!
Radiant darkness!
Shockwave Flash!
Do it!
Rinwell! Light Burst Force!
Radiant Genesis! More
My
incoming!
Spirits within the soil.
I'm ready!
Shield! Go for it!
Prepare to crumble! On my turn! Take this!
Reload! Out of ammo!
Air pressure!
Shut
Going
down!
light speed!
Annihilation!
Searing Gale!
Fire!
You're mine!
Burning strike!
Rending Flash!
Not now!
Shot Kisara! Commander of Heaven! Phoenix Cyclops! My turn! Tear!
Air
Searing Gale! You're mine!
Fall!
No
This is our
escape!
own set! Tiger
Okay,
Raven!
here I go!
Gemini Envelope!
Searing Gale! What's this?
Fire Hell Half Work in display! I'm all stuffed up!
I'm ready!
Kisara! Go for it!
Prepare to crumble!
Fall!
Not
This is
more.
our own set! Radiant
Negative Gale!
Sorry!
Resonate with the earth! Searing Gale! Not done yet! Onward! Rending Flash! Try this!
Sharpness!
Okay,
Now!
here I go! Throw them away!
Fire's in
More.
fire! Course in display! Reload!
Hurricane Thrust!
Sharpness!
Searing Gale!
Searing Flame!
Watch
Reload!
this!
Damn it!
No
Out of
escape!
arrow!
Rending Flash! More! Take this!
Within the soil.
Hurricane Thrust! My turn! No escape!
Fire!
Soaring Light Spear!
Only getting
Hurricane
closer.
Thrust! Searing Gale! I'm ready! Remote!
Astral Energy!
Say no more! Shut!
Well done!
You're mine!
It's over!
Thrust! Tear!
Now!
My turn! Now! Take this! Hurricane Thrust!
Do it! Fire!
My astral arts are coming along quite nicely.
Coming along? What do you want to do with them?
Oh, you know. Sprout flowers from the tip of my staff, suspended in midair.
So you want to be a street magician then?
Even in such a harsh environment as this, there are still creatures here?
You think they're native to Rena? Or could they be Zoogle somehow?
Whatever they are, they're dangerous. Watch yourselves around them. You think that pit stretches all the way to Rena's core?
If that's true, then if we go down, we should find the Great Spirit at the bottom.
We could get there even faster if we simply jump. Discourteous, aren't you?
Here!
Be still! Take this! No escape!
Searing Flame!
Soaring Light Spear!
Fire's
Searing Gale!
Annihilation!
Driving me mad!
Radiant Flash! Where are you going?
Blind freak!
Why can't they just sit still?
Sion, can you take care of them?
Now! Set the Astral Energy! Full throttle! Flawless victory! Naturally!
Shockwave Flash!
You got company! Now! Demon's Descent!
Flashing Fang!
Fire!
My turn! Take this!
Magnavoid!
You're mine! Shockwave Flash!
Now!
Lightning Thrust!
Astral Energy! Full throttle! Go! Fire! Course in display!
Searing Gale!
Do it!
Dueling in an instant! Impact Frost!
Well, am I improving?
Tremendously. The speed and precision of your aim. I'll take you all on!
Fire's
Take this!
attached! Course in display!
Searing Gale! Shockwave Flash!
Fire's attached! The Deeplands can run drinks around
Searing
us!
Gale!
Lunar
This death
corruption!
shall
You're
not
mine!
be forgotten.
No escape! Rending Flash!
Elusive deity!
Rending Flash!
Can you take it?
Prepare
to be sealed, O fleet of
You're mine!
Actually, perhaps bound is more
Be
appropriate.
still!
Less talking, more doing!
Searing Gale! You're mine! Shockwave! We turn the tables on him.
There are still more left!
Right. No time to hold back. Shockwave Flash! No escape!
Do it! Kisara, frozen!
Hammer! Not a chance! Shockwave Flash! It's over! Shockwave Flash!
Can't get out of this!
Shockwave Flash! Rinwell! Light Burst Force!
Radiant Genesis! You don't mess around!
Certainly not.
Now! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
With this, I can become even stronger.
These structures don't look like anything built by the Renans, or even what we saw in the Forbidden Zone.
Perhaps this is the true architectural style of the Helganquil. Or perhaps the opposite, given their situation.
You mean like how some places favor...
Go no further!
You're mine!
Damn it!
With the earth!
Here!
Stalagmite!
Thanks!
On your...
Searing Gale!
Reload!
Here I come!
Insects should stay on the ground.
Mind freak! I'm ready!
Kisara! Frozen!
Hammer!
My turn!
Hear my call!
Shockwave Flash!
Glacial Spear! Here's evil!
Try this!
Awaken and wreak havoc!
Do it!
Splendid Flash! Totally! In an instant! Impact Block! We work well together.
Like a finely timed waltz.
You're mine! Shockwave Flash! Splendid Flash!
Spirits within the soil.
I'm ready! We've turned the tables on him.
There are still more left!
Right! No time to hold back. Searing Gale!
Prepare to be seized.
Be careful not to overdo it.
In an instant! Impact Block!
What is it, Hootle? You want to go back?
Animal intuition, perhaps?
They're surrounding us!
Here I come!
Flame of Fury!
I'm not done! Shockwave Flash!
Hear my call!
Strike!
Fire!
Searing Gale!
Flame of Fury!
Not done yet! Strike! Be still! Soaring Nightmare! Try harder! Now! Take this! Flaming Thrust! Move it up! Here I come! Move it!
With the earth! Stalagmite!
Searing Gale!
I'm ready!
Totally! In an instant! Impact Block! We work well together.
Like a finely timed waltz.
Here I come!
Stalagmite!
Down! You're mine!
So I still had room to grow. Discourteous Psycho.
Elusive deity!
Soaring Flame of Fury!
It can hide itself? From me? Here I come!
I'll face you!
Shockwave
Elusive
Flash!
deity! Hitting pile!
Raging Cascade!
It's so...
Green
Take
face.
this! Shockwave Flash!
Fires of passion! Lunar corruption! Gemini Alpha!
Resonate with the
Splendid
earth!
Flash! Try
Requires
this!
complete focus!
Splendid Flash! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Fires of passion! Courses
Here I come!
Heal!
You must be tired of hearing me. I'm merely doing what I can to help.
Here I come!
Grab drawn out, Story.
Okay, here I go! It's over!
Fires of passion!
Take this!
Elusive deity!
I'm not...
Eagle Ray!
Will this
Here I come! Splendid Flash! Flaming Thrust! No escape! Tear! Searing Gale! Not done yet!
Captivity!
No dawn!
I'll stop its charge! Thanks, Kisara!
No escape! Shockwave Flash!
Burning strike!
A thrilling performance. I think I'm coming down with something grave.
A chronic inability to read the room?
I owe you
A
one.
malady your art cannot fix.
I owe you one. Shockwave Flash! Lightning Thrust! I'm not done! Tear! Searing Gale! Not done yet!
Outstanding form! We'll soon see about that!
Ready to go!
Fires of passion! Courses display! Radiant fires of passion! Courses display! Glacial Spear! Pierce evil! Freeze Lancer! I'm all stuffed up! Fire's attack is course in this blade! Sharpness!
This death shall
I'm
not
only
be
getting
forgotten.
started! Fire's attack is course in this blade!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
That'll teach us for getting cocky.
Gotta break through!
Fire's attack is course in this
Form a
blade!
line! Plenty for you all!
I never miss! Here! Let me help!
Blending Blast!
Radiant
Try
here!
this!
Fire's
Awaken and wreak havoc!
Now!
Blending Blast! Remote!
Astral energy!
Say no more! Got it!
Well done!
Take this!
Here!
I'm ready! Blending Thrust!
All yours, Kisara!
Not a chance!
Radiant fire!
Prepare to be sealed, O fleet of foot! Actually, sound is more appropriate.
Let's talking more doom! Do it!
Rinwell! Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis!
Now!
Lunar corruption!
Thrust!
Dance in the wind!
Lightning thrust!
Water! Air thrust!
Searing Gale!
Now! Get toasty!
Burn Strike!
With this, I can become even stronger!
No choice!
in the soil.
Awaken and wreak havoc!
I'm ready!
Try harder! Not a
Did
chance!
that help at all? Steering
Blending
A spot of peace, country, anyone?
Here I come! Shockwave Flash!
Steering
Resonate with the earth! Stalagmite!
Searing Gale!
On your knees! Our surges through!
Shockwave Flash!
Resonate with the earth! Stalagmite!
You're mine! You're mine! Searing Gale! Now I can let loose!
I'll thank you!
Does it hurt? Tear! Searing Gale!
Elusive deity!
Not done yet!
Begin!
This is bad, right?
Yes, Alvin. Very bad.
I don't feel so good. Lightning Thrust! Tear!
Does it hurt?
Water.
Searing Gale!
This death shall not be forgotten.
Crystal Spear.
Take this! Stand back! I'll trip it up!
No escape! Shockwave Flash! Stay still! You're mine!
Brilliant performance!
Tear!
Death shall not be
Searing
forgotten.
Gale! Not done yet!
Illuminate the dark.
Take this!
The fluidity of your movements is simply incredible.
Soaring Light Spear!
You're mine. I'll fix you up.
Blending Flash! Shockwave Flash! Shockwave Flash!
Elusive deity! Begin! Tornado drop!
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Fire's a passion. Course in this
Lightning
blade.
Thrust!
There.
No escape!
Begin!
You're mine.
Be still!
The power of water. Ringwell. Frozen.
Hammer!
They really made us work for that one.
Gotta break through!
Fire's a passion.
Come and face me! You're mine!
Hear me! Flame of fury!
Shockwave Flash!
Magic is in!
Take this! Shockwave Flash!
By the power of water!
I'm not done! Shockwave Flash!
Fire's a passion.
You're
Course in
finished! Shockwave Flash! I'm ready! Still!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
There you go, Alvin!
It's time to end this battle!
I'm right beside you!
Shockwave Flash!
Now!
Rinwell! Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis!
My turn!
The flames will roar!
Shockwave Blast!
Do it!
Not an elusive deity! No escape! Rotating
By the power now! Redwell, astral energy! Full throttle!
My exploits are bearing fruit.
We should think about eating soon.
Really? Not all that hungry myself.
Let's see what you've got.
Here I come! I'm not done! Okay. Take this!
Reload!
Catapult! You're mine! Hurricane Thrust! Time to cross blade! Searing Gale! Not done yet!
Reload! Fire's attached! Steering blade!
Here I come! Shockwave
ammo!
Thrust! Be still! Here I come! No escape! Hurricane
with the
Thrust!
Amazing.
You're mine! Try harder!
Annihilation!
Flaming Thrust! Here I come! Hurricane Thrust! Hurricane Thrust! Searing Gale!
Hear me! Flame of fury!
Take this!
Burning
Glacial Flaming Thrust! Tornado Drive! Take this! Here I come!
Use a healing art!
Elusive Gate!
I can't heal you forever!
This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me.
Good! I'll leave it to you! I'm not done! Elusive Deity! Shockwave Thrust! Here I come! I'm not done! Elusive Deity! Rotating pile! Shockwave Blast! Dazzle! Here I come! Hurricane Thrust! The Tempest engulfs you! Soaring Light Sphere! Here I come! Soaring Blast!
No dawn shall break me tonight.
Far enough!
Take this!
Flame of fury! Do
Soaring
it!
Light Sphere!
Get toasty!
Burn Strike!
Wow! Look what I just found.
Try hard! Not a chance!
Demon! I can't hold on much longer! Heal it! What's not even there?
Here I come! No escape! Searing Gale!
Radiant, up here!
Take this!
Fire!
I'm not done!
Lunar corruption!
You're mine! No escape!
Amazing.
Searing Gale!
Archer fire complete! Water, hear my call!
You back!
Can't get up, Stand Pal.
Ready to go!
Trip it up.
You're mine!
No available time into the fray! Mega Ray! Outstanding form!
Searing Gale!
Annihilation!
Try
Radiant
harder!
storm!
My turn!
Mega Ray!
Cut!
By the power of water!
Shockwave Blast!
Violent darting
Time to
blade.
let it rip!
Carve now through all!
You're mine! Shockwave Blast!
And wreak havoc.
Dazzle!
Reveal!
Hurricane
I'll
Thrust!
grind you into
Tear! You're mine! No escape!
Gemini Aqua! Heal force!
Shockwave Blast!
Elusive deity.
Searing Gale! Shockwave Blast!
everlasting
Not a chance!
Hear me!
Shockwave Blast!
Burning water! Hear my call!
Try harder! My turn!
awaken and wreak
Water the stockpile!
Shockwave Blast! Hurricane Thrust! Here I come! Shockwave Blast! You're mine! Be still! Here I come! No escape! Soaring Light Sphere!
Watch and weep! Fire! Gemini Aqua!
Try harder! Not a chance! Shockwave Blast!
feel the medicine working.
No escape!
Gemini Monster!
I'm ready!
Calm down! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished! That's some power you wield.
You're the one who did the heavy lifting.
What's with that shining foe over there?
This won't be easy.
Don't be such a pessimist.
Be still! You're finished!
Damn it!
I have no limits! Shockwave Slash!
Illuminate the sky! Come forth, holy glimmer! Holy wrath!
Shockwave Slash! Shockwave Slash! Flaming thrust! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
The flames will roar! It's over! Sealed!
Shockwave Slash! Take this! Here I come! Shockwave Slash!
Darling! This one's got your name on it!
Ashes to ashes, a merry distraction.
There's still more to go! No more
Electricity is said to be
midnight
the best
girls!
motivation.
Searing Gale! Keep it! Shockwave Slash! Take this!
In the soil,
You're mine! Soaring Light Spear! In an instant! Impact Block! Now! Take this! No, it's try harder! Not a chance! I'm not done! Shockwave Slash! Here I come! Shockwave Slash! You're finished! Strike!
Lunar corruption!
Shockwave Slash!
Magic is power of water!
Be still! Here I come! I'm not done! Soaring Light Spear! Searing Gale!
Only getting
Keep it together! On your
fire!
Take this!
Exactly what I don't
Shockwave Slash! Strike!
spirits within the soil, awaken and
Shockwave Slash!
Glacial Spear! Pierce evil!
Burn!
masterful death.
Here I come!
Freeze Lancer!
Strike! Shockwave Slash!
Can this
Be
work?
still!
Amazing.
Everlasting dark. Negative gate.
Resonate
with the earth. Charge like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop.
Water, hear my call!
You're mine! You're mine! I'm not done!
Water,
Soaring Light Spear!
illuminate your sky! Come forth!
Time to let it rip!
Holy land!
Blending Blast! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno! Here I come!
Exactly!
Shockwave Slash!
Lunar Blast!
This is looking good!
Exactly what I needed!
No! Can't end here!
Forgive me. This is my fault.
Crazy cascade! Let's go!
Clamor for my true power.
Radiant Spear!
Rending you a bloody
Into the
agony.
shadows!
Resonate with the earth. Stalagmite. Spirits within the soil. Awaken and wreak havoc.
Annihilation! Hear me! Flame of...
Masterful
spear!
dash
Here's
on your
evil!
knees.
Freeze Lantern!
Air pressure.
Do it!
Further.
Get toasty!
Bird strike.
I need to be stronger.
What do you think this place was for?
What the hell? Are they asleep?
No. They appear to be well preserved. However, they are all dead.
Dead? So this is a mass grave?
Looks that way. However, none of them appear to be Helganquil.
Bear in mind that Renans were originally Danans, who were remade and sent to live on Lenegus. Knowing that, they would have needed a place to perform the procedures somewhere.
And that place is here, I assume.
So what you're saying is that all of these are Danan, or rather, Renan bodies?
Most likely, yes. It must have been abandoned for one reason or another.
There are so many of them. They were all taken away, but never given the chance to wake.
What is that thing?
Something we have to fight if we want to get across, it seems.
Be careful! It's huge!
What is with all the huge lumbering beasts lately?
It's no ordinary dude. That much is damn sure.
Watch yourselves. All bets are off when it comes to this thing.
Crescent
Go
strike.
illuminate your
Gato.
dark!
Draco.
Here
Not
we
done.
go!
Rending you apart. Bloody
Healing
hell.
Gale! Here I come! You're mine!
Mega Ray!
Soaring Light Spear! The flame inside is yours! Its head is weak point?
We'll need to bring it down somehow to hit it.
In that case, let's start with the one in the middle.
Here's my wall!
Gato! Here I come!
Spear! Here's evil! Fire complete focus!
No dawn shall break
Flame!
this
Reload!
ground.
Lightning orb!
Be still! Take it!
You're mine.
Fire blade!
Tempt it.
Steering flame!
Catapult.
Reload! Fire ammo!
I'm not done! Shockwave Flash!
Circuit! Gemini Aqua!
Flaming Thrum!
Face you.
You may be strong, but I'll never back down! Take this! Okay, here I come! You're mine! Take this! I'm not done! Tear! Searing Gale!
A thrilling performance.
Annihilation!
Take this!
Mega Ray!
Be still! You're mine! Soaring Light Spear!
Not be forgotten.
Radiant light!
On your knees.
Oh, Shaq! Concentrate!
Air pressure.
Be still! Here I come!
Mega Ray!
Soaring Light Spear!
Everlasting
Hurricane
charge.
Thrust!
Burning
Searing Gale!
Dance on the wind.
Forces this way!
Within the soil.
I'm not done! Be still!
Fire!
Soaring Light Spear!
Call! Sorry!
I couldn't make it in time.
Be still!
Reload!
No escape! Soaring Light Spear! Searing Gale!
Here! That's been a smart Out of ammo!
Strike!
Captivity.
Gato! Take this! I'm not done! Soaring Light Spear!
I'll be
Tear!
through the shadows!
Searing Gale!
One more time!
You're mine!
Fire
It's
there!
over!
One more!
Release the deity.
Ignite!
Rotating pile
Here I come!
Watch and
I'm not done!
Fire
Be still!
by the power of water!
Hurricane thrust!
Fires of passion coursing this flame!
Blending blast! Shockwave flash!
Lightning!
Here I come! Hurricane thrust!
Rinwell! Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis!
Take this!
Exactly
You're
what
finished.
I needed! Lunar
Demon Blast.
corruption! Fire! Gemini
You're mine! You're
Fire!
escape! Shockwave flash! Take this! I'm not done!
Bloody howling!
Here I come! Dazzle!
Another
You're mine!
Back into the fray! Annihilation!
Benediction light.
Flaming thrust!
Allow me to help.
They're not playing
Another
around!
incantation ruin.
I'll cover you! Burning
The
not in
flame
your
inside me
dreams!
yearns to
Recover!
be let
Fires
free!
of passion
You're
coursing this
mine!
flame!
Soaring light spear!
Negative gate.
By the power
You're
of
mine!
Soil.
Fires of
Awakening
passion
breeze.
coursing this flame! By the power of
You're mine!
Power surge. Benediction light.
Thank you for this.
Our comrades need our abilities to survive.
Right. No one is dying on our watch.
It's in your hands now. You'll pay for that! Hurricane
I'll bring you
thrust!
back from
Not
death
done
to
yet!
Darkness! Resuscitation!
Take this! Take this!
Annihilation!
Soaring light spear!
Negative gate! It's about to strike!
Look sharp, everyone! What's this?
Resonate with the earth! Stalagmite! Hear me! Flame of the
You're mine!
Strike! Water! Hear
You're
my
mine!
call!
I don't feel like my usual self. Are you alright?
Stay away
Let me
from my
handle this one.
friend!
So sorry to disappoint you.
You're mine! Strike! Soaring light spear!
Forces this flame! Sharpness!
Okay, here I go!
Down.
Dazzle!
Radiant
You're mine!
Here!
Begin!
Fires of passion!
Soaring light spear!
Shield! Sharpness! Radiant light!
Benediction light.
Any more of this and I'll burn out! Here I come! I'm not done! Soaring light spear!
Resonate with the earth.
It's over! Hurricane thrust! Searing gale!
Negative gate.
Strike! Blending flash! Blending flash! Lightning thrust!
Hear my
Soaring light spear!
Dance on the wind.
Searing gale!
The fluidity of your
What's
movement.
this? I'm not done!
We've got him on the run.
Don't get cocky!
Right. Still anyone's fight.
Rotating pile driver.
Outstanding form!
Eagle ray.
In here!
Shockwave
No
flash!
more playing nice! Water, hear my call!
Watch yourself.
Shield!
And incredible power.
Glacial spear!
Shockwave
Here's the
flash!
Let's go! Freeze laser!
Russia! Take this!
Dance on the
I'm
wind.
not done!
There you go! Don't let up! Lightning! Downfall! Lunar
No
corruption!
dawn shall break this
Illuminate
down.
the dark! Come forth, holy glimmer! Holy light!
Demon blast.
Can't be happening!
I can feel the medicine work.
Here! I'm out of ammo!
Out of
I'm
the
all
woods, it
pumped up.
seems.
By the power
Take
of
this!
water!
Struck!
Bloody howling. Resonate with the earth.
Hurricane thrust!
Stalagmite.
Here comes the big one!
Freeze laser!
Air pressure.
Let the marksman handle this! Glacial spear! Fierce evil!
Resonate with the earth.
Radiant? This can't be happening!
Forgive me. This is my fault.
Flaming thrust! Struck!
Everlasting darkness.
Soaring light
Negative
spear!
gate.
Searing gale!
A new lease on life!
Dazzle!
Resonate with the earth.
You're
Stalagmite. On your knees. Air
Be
pressure.
still! Here I
Lunar
come!
corruption!
Strike! Tear!
Gemini Aqua!
Hurricane thrust!
Resonate with the
Searing
earth.
gale! What's this?
Do it!
Stalagmite.
Get toasty!
Bird strike! hell was that thing?
Probably something that was made here and somehow managed to survive, even after all this time. Not that there's any way of knowing now.
What's wrong?
Oh, I just suddenly found myself contemplating what might have happened to the sovereigns that were meant to emerge from the crown contests.
What do you mean?
You see, the winners of the past crown contests were all strong astral arts practitioners. Furthermore, that enemy we just fought appeared to be composed of several human bodies. It was certainly nothing one would find in nature.
You're saying those were the remains of the winners? That they forgot who they once were?
I'm merely saying it's a possibility.
That's absolutely gruesome. How long had the Helganquil been at this?
It was Rena's great spirit that made them do all of this. Anything to get its astral energy.
We're not gonna jump down, right?
I certainly hope not.
After hearing Dohalim's suggestion, I'm honestly not sure what to say.
I assure you all, I was merely stating the possibility.
So, looks like the Helganquil have been engineering Zeugles too. Why doesn't that surprise me at this point?
The creatures we've been encountering here have been a little different to what we're used to fighting, but I'm pretty sure they're Zeugles too.
Do you think they were engineered using creatures native to the area?
Indeed. However, based on the current circumstances, I would guess these Zeugles are all that's left of the planet's fauna now.
You mean, there might have been native owl species here once upon a time too?
We're back in that other room? Did the teleporter fail or something?
Something feels off about it.
Look! Everything's upside down!
The furnishings are at least. No, you're right. The whole room's flipped on its head.
So what was once down is now up, and vice versa. I suppose the teleporter reversed our orientation then.
I guess this is the flip side of that pathway we were walking on just a little while ago.
This is crazy. Who knew such amazing technology existed?
Everything's topsy-turvy and that's all you can think about?
Bear in mind, the core of Rena now sits above us. I pray that we won't encounter many stairs along the way.
This is gonna need all of us together!
Exploit the enemy's weakness! A charge like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop it.
Shockwave Slash! Try harder! Now! Tempting! Shockwave Slash! Catapult! Shockwave Slash! What?
Laser
Field! Shockwave Slash! Eat this! Take this! Shockwave Slash!
Water, hear my call! Raging sword! Flame of fury!
Tear!
There you go! Don't let up!
No escape!
Holy
Shockwave Slash!
Freeze Lancer! Holy Land!
Your moment! Tempting!
Spirits
Take
within
this!
the soil.
Shockwave Slash!
Tunnel!
Take this!
Like astral energy!
Take this! You're mine! Strike! You're mine! Strike!
Watch this!
Raging Cascade!
Elusive deity!
Sleep now!
Shockwave Slash!
I'll be saving you with annihilation! Hear me! Flame of
Shockwave
Fury!
Slash!
Burning
Here I
Sun!
come! Tempest!
Whoa! Hey! It looks like you got this one covered!
Tempest!
Thunderbolt Field! Illuminate the dark! Magna Ray! Holy Clearlight! Holy Land!
Elusive deity! Hitting pile driver!
This one's all mine!
What?
Lunar Grenade! Raging Cascade! Do it!
Chill!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
I think I'm getting stronger.
What are those? They look like Shion's thorns, and with flowers too.
Not real ones, though. They're just like that flower growing out of Rena.
We must be getting close to the Great Spirit now.
Hey, Rinwell, what was that thing you said about how a little bit of Dana's Great Spirit is inside all of us?
Right. That's why Dana's Great Spirit is so much more diluted. Weak, even. Whether it was a choice so it didn't overpower others, or just the way it is anyone's guess.
If that's true, then wouldn't it mean Dana's will could never form under natural conditions?
Yeah, sounds like that's probably the case.
So if Dana exists within all of us, then what if something occurred that brought everyone's hearts and minds together as one? That unity could potentially act as Dana's will.
You mean if everybody was, like, thinking the exact same thing at the exact same time? Come on, there's no way we could pull that off.
I know it's a long shot, but it might work.
Let's assume that's even possible for a second. Would it even be enough to fight back against Rena's Great Spirit?
If nothing else, it might be an option if we can't use the Renis Alma.
Things are different here than on the surface.
So here's a question. We came all this way to Rena on the assumption the Renis Alma's here, right?
Don't say it, Law.
Yeah, but I'm just saying...
I said don't.
I can understand why you might be concerned, Law. But you need to remember that there are people it affects more directly than you.
Oh, sorry.
We've managed to make it this far believing. Losing faith now won't do us any good. We're better off focusing our anxiety elsewhere.
Such as?
The Great Spirit. If Hevrecht 35's to be believed, our enemy won't just be handing over the Renis Alma to us. At least, not without a fight.
Not only that, but that same enemy just gulped down more than an entire world's worth of astral energy.
Point taken. It may be strange to say, but when I'm fighting, or at least know what needs to be done, it helps me a lot. I don't doubt myself as much. So thanks, both of you. The floor's on the ceiling and the ceiling's on the floor. This whole thing's making my head spin. Why would they even do something like this?
The Helganquil can bend life forms to suit their will. Nothing they could do at this point would surprise me.
The ceiling is on the floor. That doesn't weird you out?
What good is a team made up of members who all share the same opinions on everything? And besides, when you get to be at my ripe old age, one begins to consider it quite uncouth to show one's true emotions at times.
Oh, come on, Grandpa. You can't be that old.
The sands of time wait for none of us, lad.
Yeah, we'll see. Though at this rate, I guess I'll have to live long enough to get as old as you first, huh?
You will. And when the time comes, I look forward to hearing you change your tune on the matter.
"いつかまたここで 月日が流れてもあなたとならば人はそれぞれ背負うものが剥がれこの星に生まれた意味を知る